Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be doing a new segment, and this is the first episode of decent cards that don't see much play. So, like the title says, this card actually seems pretty good. I've got to give a shout out to Webson for actually showing me this card. So the card is Nordic, Relic, Laevatienn. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. But you get to select one face-up monster on the field that destroyed a monster by battle this turn. Destroy the selected monster. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card. So, what does that do for the meta? Well, I mean, let's say they get a Laevatienn. They can have a Dolka up. And they destroy your face-down floater card. Like, a great example of a floater card would be something like Sangad, Mystic Tomato, Giant Rat, anything that, just gets you another card. You activate Nordic, Relic, Laevatienn. So, you can just activate it whenever, monster destroyed a monster by battle this turn. So, it can be activated during main phase 2, or, you can't activate it during the battle phase. So, it won't, like, miss timing or anything like that. But the amazing part of this card over here, the Nordic Relic Sword, I'm going to call it the sword. But, yeah, cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card. So, that means you can't, your opponent can't chain, like, a Forbidden Lance or anything like that to try to keep their Laevatienn alive. And I think that, this card definitely has some potential in the game. Or even Xian. 6 Samurais are still a very popular deck, and sometimes you just set a card and, they just go Xian, attack over it, and then you can pop Xian, and then I do not think Xian could activate its effect to destroy another 6 Samurai instead. Yeah, so I don't know. This card definitely seems like it's a decent card. I think Fiendish Chain is, a pretty good card as well, but this gets rid of the monster because sometimes, especially in the Dino Rabbit mirror match with Fiendish Chains, you still have to get over that large 2400 attacker, and sometimes that can be a task to do. Even like Dark World, sometimes you Fiendish Chain a Grapha and it's still 3000. So at least this destroys the monster, and then nothing can be activated in response to it. So it's kind of got that bonus effect of kind of like the Super Poly, where it's like, yep, can't even chain anything. And I just wanted to let you guys know, you cannot Solemn Judgment Super Polymerization. I don't know how many times someone's tried to activate Solemn Judgment when you activate Super Poly, because Super Poly makes it so you cannot chain anything to it. So this one should say the same thing, but it says cannot be activated in response. I think Super Poly says your opponent can't chain to it or something like that. I think maybe they changed the wording on it since it got reprinted, but this is definitely a decent card that really doesn't see any play. So if you guys have any more of these decent cards, cards that are pretty good against some of the meta that really don't see any play, let me know in the comment section below, and you, just like Webson, can get a shout out essentially, and you can help out the Yu-Gi-Oh community with these kind of unknown cards, because I like seeing cards that are old, that that really work well against some of the meta that just comes out. So pretty good card, check it out. Nordic, Relic, Laevatienn. I don't know how it's pronounced. Some of the Nordic cards, like Tagnisher, the Nordic Beast, they get some pretty crazy names out there. But anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, if you have any cards that you think are good and would like a shout out, let me know in the comment section below, and you can feature the next episode of cards that are decent but don't see any play. But thanks for watching. Asian Eyes signing out.